Hello, as you know, I very rarely show myself on my websites, only because even though it's the 21st century, people still insist on making up their mind based on perceptions rather than reason, logic, and facts. So, what I talk about on my websites, whether it's YouTube or Facebook or wherever, I want people to concentrate on what I'm saying because I want them to agree or disagree based on content. Anyway, I thought I would do this and clear up a few misconceptions. Number one, I am still getting an awful lot of requests for funding. I am living on a fixed income, so I don't have the funds to do that. If I did, and when I can, I do help others as best as I can. But what is surprising to me is the amount of requests that I'm getting from people to fund projects, and it's obvious they have not at all, they have not done the research to have any sort of success with their project. Now, I know how it feels to be enthusiastic about a project. I have been very enthusiastic about a lot of projects that failed because I did not do my research. So, do me a favor. Before you ask for funding, do your research. Find out if there is, in fact, a need for what you do. I know what you do is important to you, but is there a need for it? And find out, again, how to fund your project. Anyway, moving on. By the way, I don't want to discourage you from writing to me, because if you do with a project that I believe and you believe and most people believe is very viable, and if I can help, I will. So write to me. Please do. Now, what I'd also like to do is to ask a favor. Please go to my YouTube channel. There are over 40 different playlists there, and subscribe. Go to youtube.com/Microdac. Find a playlist that you enjoy watching and do subscribe. I would appreciate it. All right. Politically, as I have said in the past, and I will continue to say, I am a flaming liberal. What does that mean? Well, if you go to the internet, you can find out what a liberal is, and that's what I am. I am pro-people. I am anti-exploitation of people. I am anti-greed, jealousy, and gluttony. I am pro-harmony, peace, and love. And of course, I am pro-justice for all human beings. I am for renewable energy, and that's what it is. I am a liberal. So that ought not to surprise you when I take certain stands in promoting love, in promoting justice, and in promoting peace and harmony. Okay, so that's what I am politically. Now let's get on with the third subject. I get an awful lot of feedback about this. A lot of people even dislike my videos because they don't fully understand what I'm all about. I'm talking about Microdacism. It's a school of thought. It is a way for others to discuss in an intelligent way the different points of view about theology. Okay? Microdacism is not a religion. It's simply 14 points that I have created that help us all to live better lives. And in the process, I try to promote things that are in keeping with the theories of Microdacism. I have members who are atheists. I have members that are theists. In other words, they do believe in a God. An anti-theist, of course, is an atheist, and they're members. And we can discuss things in a very intelligent manner without getting angry and without rancor. That's what Microdacism is all about, okay? So don't get offensive. Now, as far as the Orthodox religions are concerned, I will tell you this. I do like the work of Charles Fillmore because Charles Fillmore believed in certain things that I do. For one, as I understand it, now I could be wrong, if you're a member of Unity, which is the religion that was founded by Myrtle and Charles Fillmore. Maybe you can correct me. But I get the impression that Charles Fillmore gleaned a lot of his information, his enlightenment, so to speak, from Eastern philosophy. The second thing, Charles Fillmore did not see Jesus as a God. He simply saw Jesus as another man, perhaps more enlightened, but he was not a God. He was simply a man who showed us a way to get enlightenment, more knowledge, more perception about a divinity. The second thing is, Charles Fillmore he was more interested in publishing what he found than in forming a church. That's the impression I got. And the other thing that I found very interesting is that he actually believed that one day all the churches would come together as one church. Now, I interpret that to mean that all the churches would come together under the banner of nature. That's my interpretation. And I think that would be a wonderful, wonderful thing. No more divisiveness, no more rancor, no more believing in a God who stated that vengeance is his, no more believing in a deity that would get jealous if you worship other gods. Now, if he is the God, why would he get jealous about other gods? There are a lot of inconsistencies there. I am the father of children. It would be like me going to my son or daughter and says, I am your father. You will have no other fathers besides me. Does that make any sense? Of course not. And finally, Charles Fillmore, as I understand it, believed that science and religion were two sides of the same coin. I love that idea because every day science is proving certain factors in religion. The power of thought, the creative process of imagination, the fact that we as human beings are not only physical, but there is the mental and also that other mystical area called the spiritual side to everything. Okay, thank you very much for your patience. And please, don't allow this to discourage you from subscribing to my channels. It is the 21st century after all. Right?